Hyatt and Chase revealed a great offer for the World of Hyatt credit card. For a limited time, you can earn 5 free night awards after you spend $4,000 within the first 3 months of opening your account. Personally, I find this offer very annoying because they decided to put this out after having essentially the same welcome offer for years and after I opened this card less than 6 months ago. I'm not going to rehash that decision here. You can go back and look at this video where I talked about why I got a World of Hyatt card and the welcome offer I received. And you know what? I don't regret opening that card when I did. New offers happen all the time. It's part of the game. This new offer, though, did put Hyatt back in the forefront of my mind. Okay, who am I kidding? I'm always thinking about Hyatt redemptions. But it made me really think about why we enjoy Hyatt so much and how we're able to enjoy it so much. Hi everyone, my name's Ryan, and thanks for joining me as part of the Travel Points family. We focus on how to use credit cards to subsidize family vacations. Taking our loved ones on vacations is expensive. Let's bring those costs down and take our families farther for less. If you like the sound of that, be sure to tap the like button and subscribe. It's a little thing that matters and makes a big difference. So thanks. Hyatt isn't a perfect hotel brand. Their issue is a relatively small footprint. Compared to Marriott and Hilton, there aren't that many Hyatts. You'll find them in most major cities, but there just aren't as many options. Their cash prices can also be slightly higher than the competition, but not by much. So why do I like to pay more for fewer options? Well, I don't. I don't like to do it, so I don't do it. Because where Hyatt excels is with their loyalty program. And you don't need to be a high-level globalist to make the most of the World of Hyatt program. The first benefit is that Hyatt doesn't charge you taxes or fees on award stays, not even resort fees. So if you book a stay on points or use one of those 5 free night awards, all you pay is your points or awards. Compare that to Marriott, where your free night award or point stay can still cost you $50 or $100 a night. The second big benefit is Hyatt's award chart for point stays. While every other hotel chain has seemingly switched to dynamic pricing, Hyatt still fixes point prices based upon hotel categories. They did introduce peak and off-peak point pricing a couple of years ago, but that's only plus or minus 3,000 points. Category 4 hotels, Hyatt's mid-tier hotels, run from only 12,000 to 18,000 points per night. The awards chart allows you to get outsized value for your Hyatt points. That's why Hyatt points are routinely valued at 1.7 cents a point. Compare that to Marriott's 0.85, Hilton's 0.6, or IHG's 0.5 cents per point. With Hyatt, fewer points take you farther. It's the hotel embodiment of farther for less. Now, all members get those two benefits, but as you move up the loyalty program, the benefits improve also. The first tier in the World of Hyatt program is Discoverist. As a Discoverist, you'll now get 2 complimentary bottles of water per day, free premium internet, and access to 2 p.m. late checkout. And I value that possible late checkout the most. Now, if you hold a World of Hyatt credit card, you'll automatically become a Discoverist. If you want to earn it, you'll need to get 10 qualifying nights. The next tier is Explorist. It's at this level you can start to be upgraded to nicer rooms, excluding suites. Technically, you could be upgraded as a Discoverist, but don't put too much stock in that because it's probably not going to happen. There's no shortcut to Explorist. You'll need to have 30 qualifying nights. Now the top tier is Globalist. As a Globalist, you can now be upgraded to suites. 2 adults and 2 children receive free breakfast during your stay. Parking fees are also waived on free nights. That late checkout can now also be pushed all the way to 4 p.m. And then there's something called points advanced bookings. As a Globalist, you can call your dedicated concierge, because you now also have a dedicated concierge, and ask to make a reservation on points without having the points in your account. This is a points advanced booking. You need to have the points in your account at least a week before the reservation, otherwise your reservation will be canceled, or if it was non-refundable, you'll be charged the cash rate. Now, except for the concierge and the points advanced booking, everything I just said is available on the Hyatt webpage. So, how have those benefits actually made a difference to us? As a Discoverist, they didn't make that big a difference. Sure, the water bottles are nice, but we never saw a room upgrade or had a late checkout past 1 p.m. But I became a Globalist a year ago through a built challenge, and we saw a difference on the very next day and every stay after that. At the Thompson Central Park in New York City, Nicole and I were upgraded to an executive suite and had nearly $200 in breakfast charges comped. That breakfast benefit is usually used at a hotel restaurant, and it covers your tip as well. And that's what happened here. When we stayed at the Hyatt Regency Orlando, we were upgraded to a suite and had access to the Hyatt Club for breakfast and snacks throughout the day. Our valet parking was also complimentary. On our spring break trip to DC, we stayed at the Thompson there. We booked that with a points advance booking. Now, we didn't get upgraded at all because the Thompson only had 4 rooms furnished with 2 double beds, so I don't recommend that hotel for families. However, our $65 a day valet parking was free, and our breakfast was also free, and we rang up a bill with tip of $125 a day. When I went to Atlanta with my son for a gymnastics trip, we stayed at the Hyatt Regency and the Grand Hyatt. We were upgraded to suites at both. We had free valet parking at both hotels. At the Regency, we enjoyed breakfast in the restaurant each morning, and at the Grand Hyatt, we had access to the Hyatt Club for breakfast and for snacks all day long. And that only brings me through April of this year. It's literally been benefit after benefit after benefit, reward after reward. I can't say enough things about how good being a globalist has been for our trips. I'm going to mention one more though, and it's at all places at a Hyatt place. Now, there have been a few stays at Hyatt places that I've skipped over because there isn't enough to offer there for benefits. Everyone gets breakfast, and a lot of times parking is already free. We have been upgraded to higher room floors, but they're identical rooms, just on floor 5 instead of floor 3. But the Hyatt Place Moab, we were upgraded to a casita, and it was actually his little house. It was a 2-bedroom apartment. This was a nice upgrade for the 5 of us, but we were also traveling with my brother-in-law and mother-in-law, so we had booked 2 rooms. The casita slept 8, so we were able to cancel the second room at no cost and save $600 on that reservation. Globalist status has increased the value of all our Hyatt redemptions by thousands of dollars. That's why we've enjoyed the World of Hyatt program so much. But how have we done it? Well, like I said, we have not been paying cash. We've been using points, and that's the tie into credit cards. Up until recently, we've been transferring Chase Ultimate Reward points over to Hyatt. Since getting the World of Hyatt card, we've been using the Hyatt points we earned from that welcome offer. Before the Hyatt card, Nicole and I combined to open 2 Sapphire Preferred cards, 2 Freedom Unlimited cards, a Freedom Flex, and 4 Ink cards. Lots of subs through 2-player mode. We also got referral points as we bounced applications back and forth between each other. Each of those cards is issued by Chase and earns Ultimate Rewards points. There are also cards that are good for everyone. Now, the combination of a Freedom Unlimited, a Freedom Flex, and one of the Sapphire cards is known as the Chase Trifecta, and it's one of the strongest credit card setups available. I'm not going to dig into the Chase Trifecta here. That's going to come in a future video. But there is currently an elevated sign-up bonus on the Sapphire Preferred that you may want to take advantage of. Chase has had better offers on the Sapphire Preferred, by a little, but they typically only offer 1 elevated offer a year, so this might be the best offer available for a while. 60,000 points and a $300 Chase travel statement credit. This is easily worth $1,050. It's a good return for a $95 annual fee. It's also a good return for the $4,000 minimum spend, representing just over 25% return. And I mentioned it at the top, but the World of Hyatt card also has an elevated offer right now. 5 free nights at a category 1 through 4 hotel for only $4,000 in spending. That's fantastic. Those Cat 4 hotels can go for up to 18,000 points a night, so the offer could be worth up to 90,000 points altogether. And as far as cash value, the last category 4 hotel I booked, and this was during a peak season, had a cash price of $620. If you're doing it in your head, that was a cent per point of 3.45 on that stay. In theory, you could be looking at $3,000 of cash value for this World of Hyatt welcome offer. Between the elevated offer on the World of Hyatt card and the elevated offer on the Sapphire Preferred, it's a good time to be a fan of Hyatt. And it's always a good time to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you're interested in the Sapphire Preferred, there's a referral link below. The World of Hyatt card doesn't have a referral option, but you can find it on the Chase website. And leave a comment below about your experience with World of Hyatt. The World of Hyatt loyalty program is second to none. We've had so many memorable stays across the US and abroad. We've done it all on points. UR points, Hyatt points. Along the way, Globalist status has improved our stays even more. If you're trying to find ways to improve your trips and to travel farther for less, check out these videos here. Until next time, safe travels. Do a little dance.